always turn to the Lord. The times that we live in today, we must keep that at the forefront of our mind that I still have joy. No matter what it is. No matter who talk about me. No matter who say whatever they got to say, I still have joy. Lord Jesus. Heavenly Father, Lord, we come this morning. Yes, Lord. The task, Lord, of preaching your gospel, Lord, is once again in my keeping. Yes. Lord, I commit myself, Lord, that by the aid of the Holy Spirit, let me just do the best that I can. If you will, sir, you just clear my mind of distractions. Warm my heart with compassion and fill my soul with the faith in your goodness and your power. Speak to me, Lord, that I may speak for you. Speak through me, that I may speak to those who want to hear your word. Let me speak the words that I believe in my heart and know in my mind that you have given unto me. Now, Lord, let me decrease that you might increase. Right now, I ask that you remove self, remove pride from me, and fill me with humility. That I may preach your word, Lord, with power and authority. Let the words of my mouth, the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. This is thy servant prayer. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen, church. We thank you for inviting the Westridge Park First Baptist Church to be a part of this very special occasion. Very special friend of mine, 24 years in the ministry, 24 years on the battlefield, 24 years of things that you don't even know about. Amen. 24 years of the Lord equipping him to be able to do what he has done here. This church takes a visionary.
Amen.
Man of Pastor Price to do what he did.
Amen.
Read his bio and say he moved the church from one place to another, and other people may have said, why are we doing that, Pastor? But when the God that I serve lay a vision on your heart, you don't worry about what it's going to be or how it's going to be when you get there. He just say, move out. And when he say move out, you pack up and you go. Don't worry about what you're going to eat, what you're going to drink, where you're going to stay, where you're going to sleep. And he say move out. Just move out. 24 years, Pastor Price. I did the math on it because math is a part of my makeup. 8,766 days. 8,766 days, 210,384 hours, 288 months. Anybody that served that long in any capacity deserves a hand clap of praise for what he has done in this time right now. I'm talking about Pastor Herbert Price Jr., who served the Lord in that capacity. 24 years, 8,766 days. I'm talking about 288 months. He's worthy to be able to get the praise that you got to give him. That's a man of God right there. Because only God can hold you up for 24 years and keep you focused and keep your passion high and keep you focused and do his work. Only God can do that. It ain't nothing about what anybody else can. I'm telling you that it took God to do that. I only want to tell you this morning. I saw the scripture that you had, the theme that you had, and I love it. Running for the Lord, you know, it takes a lot to run. And I don't know how his knees held up for 24 years running, you know. You get kind of tired when you go there. I know I run marathons. I brought you some big day Pastor Price if you need. And stuff because I know running that time, you get a little bit tired sometimes. But when I walked in this morning, I felt like I was at Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church in New Orleans. Because this is how they do it at the church. So Pastor Price told me I was at home. So if I take my shoes off, don't worry. If I take my jacket off, don't worry about that either. Because you told me I was at home, right? I can do this the way that I want to do it. All right. So taking your theme, I want to add an extra ingredient to the gumbo if you don't mind. If you don't mind, let me add extra ingredient to the gumbo. Yeah. You would turn with me to Ephesians chapter 4. Ephesians chapter 4, just one verse, verse 11. Ephesians chapter 4, very familiar verse this morning. Ephesians chapter 4. Verse 11. If you have it, say amen. Amen. And reading from the King James Version, it says, and he gave some apostles, he gave some prophets, he gave some evangelists, he gave some pastors and teachers. Pastor Herman Wright rolled up in all of those. You may be seated this morning. Let me speak on this term. Thank God for the pastor. Thank God for the pastor this morning. To my fellow pastors who are here, fellow ministers, deacons, visitors, members of the St. John Baptist Church family, I stand this morning to pay respect and honor to this man of God, my homeboy from Louisiana, and honoree of this day, Pastor Herman Price Jr. and First Lady Kathleen Price. Yeah. For the fortitude that only God can give you to stand in this capacity for 24 years. He joined them together on that fight to be able to walk through this and to be dedicated and to be able to stay the course. You know, it's so easy now to get lost on things. We depend on GPS for everything. We can't go to HEB without calling on the GPS to get us there. We can't get around town without calling on something to get us there. But you know what? Staying on God's course. Yeah. It takes the Holy Spirit to be able to be the roadmap and the guide to be able to get you where you gotta go. Right. You don't have to worry about it. But before I go any further, Sister Price, let me give you yours right now. Because I love her. This is my BX buddy here. And so every time I see her in the BX. I told her, I said, we'll call Pastor Price and tell him you're up here spending this money. But anybody that worked there, Wayne and saw would realize that, Sister Price, that there would be no him without you. The truth of the matter is, few know what it takes to be a minister's wife. The question was asked one time, where does the pastor go to cry? I know that he can go to his God and cry. But he also goes to that one that God had yoked him with. To be able to hear his tears in the midnight hour when no one else is there to be able to hear those, to be able to hear the troubles that he's heard of the day, the things that troubled him, God yokes him with someone. To be able to give him that. Sister Kathleen, thank you for being the woman of God that you are through 40 years of marriage and through 24 years of ministry here at St. John. Thank you for being an example. Not only here at St. John, but around this city and around the community and around the states that we live in here. You know, it's something to be able to say about longevity. We see marriages now that last for 90 minutes and then it's over. It's a love that you don't understand, that people can't understand. See, I remember what LTD was singing about when they sang that song, Love Ballad. I understand what they meant. They were talking about Pastor and Sister Price on it. Let me see, Pastor, I better not go no further because somebody may start testifying in here. And so I won't be talking about here, but you see, it takes that. Have someone that you can talk to. Have someone that shows they really care. So we thank you on that, Sister Price. Give her her due this morning. Give her her due. My brothers and sisters, you know that many runners enter a race, but only one of them is going to win the prize. You see, athletes work hard to win a corruptible crown, one that starts to wither once it's awarded. But you know, in this race that Pastor Price, everybody that serves in the gospel, that serves in the ministry, is running, it's a crown that we're running for that will last forever. You know, sometimes you don't look at it, you see that only the best athletes get chosen for the Olympics. But to make it on God's Olympic team, it takes preparation to be able to do that. One has to go to training under God's training coach called the Holy Spirit. Everybody that goes under preparation on that get ready for that may not make it to the final race. But you see, you got to be willing for the Holy Spirit to take you to that training place called the potter's house. You know, prepare for playing in a field where headwinds of trouble are always blowing. There's never a day when it don't come against you, where people are going to talk about you, and friends are going to walk away from you, and there's always going to be criticism. The ones sometimes that you start the race with will not be the ones that you finish it with. You see, you have to understand it takes months and months and years of intensive training, but all the hard work and the commitment to the master's work. Paul speaks of a crown that will neither fade, it will neither fade away nor will it wither. A crown. I stopped by here this morning to tell you by the power of the Holy Spirit, Pastor Price, for 24 years, God is well pleased with your labor. I'd even let you know that because you understand. And I read the bio when it said that he started with less than 100 members, and God said, move over yonder. And he moved over yonder and went from 100 members to 800 members. That's labor that he's going to be able to do that. It's the leader that has to show that we have growth potential. It's the leader that has to have the vision and to be able to show the people and to lead them that God is taking us to a better place. You see, I can see that Pastor Price is like Nehemiah, who said, I can't come down from this wall because God got to be doing a great work. After 24 years of fighting a good fight, after 24 years of dealing with issues, after 24 years of running for Jesus, Pastor Price, you have stayed on course. You see, we need to understand there's something to be said about staying on course, especially in this microwave society we find ourselves in. You see, we want everything like Burger King. We want it today. Pastor, why are we in the building right now? We said we were going to move. I move on God's time. We want to have things right now today. I need to get these things. We have things that we never thought about we were going to have in our lifetime. I didn't know what a phone was when I was these kids' age. I didn't know what a $100 pair of shoes was. My whole wardrobe didn't cost $100 when I was a kid. But we get them things now, and we show them and make them think that this is how the world really is. It is not that way. See, sometimes you just have to break down and say, thank God for the pastor. You see, you need to understand that it's a race we run on here. Paul writes to the church in Philippi. He said, I press toward the prize, the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. He said, I went from being on the top of the world to the world being on top of me. If you don't believe it, stand in Pastor Price's shoes. Sometimes you feel like Atlas, like you holding the whole world on your shoulders. Because in the end, he realized he got the answer for your soul. That's a lot of weight to be able to carry. You should break your mouth open sometime just to say, thank God for the pastor. And he cares that much. See, we don't understand. You don't understand, Paul said, I press, which means there had to be something in his way. You see something in his way right there. You know the fastest race in track and field is the 100-meter dash. You see, some can hit it in 10 seconds.
That's right.
Some people can run it and get there, but every step is crucial when you're trying to get there. It's a serious process, you see. Pastor Price, when you run, God calls you into this race. Coach Holy Spirit talks to you. Say, don't look to the left, and don't look to the right, and don't look what's behind you, but keep your eyes focused on the prize. Now, if you can just get that in your mind, in your heart, look forward and keep your eyes focused on the promise of the Lord, and everything that I've asked you and I told you to do, it will come to fruition.
Right. Yeah.
You see, but we get it mixed up. Just because you weigh 400 pounds don't mean you can run a 400-meter race. Maybe you need to stick to shot putting. You see, there's something about the press in the Bible. You remember what it said? Something on the scripture said there was a woman with an issue of blood, and she heard that Jesus came close, and she got in the press behind him, and she said, if I can just touch the hem of his garment. She had to go through a race to get to the master. You see, sometimes you have to get the slow runners out the way so that you can get to the master and be able to touch his garment and be able to get the healing that he brought unto you.
Right.
You see, the Bible said there was a young man who was paralyzed, and I couldn't get to Jesus because of the press. You know, when you run a relay race, if that man behind you not ready to take the stick, you got problems. You know, sometimes you got to have believers who are ready to step in and help you through the race. You see, it said they took him up to the roof because I couldn't get to Jesus any other way. But there's something about being in the press that it'll make you go through hell and high water just to be able to get a chance to go in and get a touch from the mouth.
Yeah.
See, understand there's something about being in the press. When you're in the press, Jesus takes notice of you right there. You see, we get to the point where we think that the Lord done forgot about us. I prayed, Lord, it didn't come true. The Lord done forgot about me. I asked for this, Lord, and the Lord done forgot about me. But you see, when you're in a race, you don't have time to think about this. You got to keep your mind and your eyes fixed on Jesus. Amen. You got to keep your mind and your eyes fixed on Jesus. That's why I believe this man of God for 24 years has had to press through some things. He's had to press through some things. You know, he's had to press through some sleepless nights. He's had to press through some sick days. He's had to press through some hunger and some tragedy and some disappointments and some pain and some tear-stained eyes. Church, for 24 years, there's been days when he may not have felt like preaching, but he had to preach anyhow. There have been days when he didn't feel like praying, but he had to pray anyhow. There were nights when he had to get out of his sick bed to go to somebody else's sick bed to go and see about them. But you know, he didn't complain. That's why you should say, thank God for the pastor. You see, it's the calling, it's the calling, it's the calling. It's always the anointing. It's always the calling of the master. But Pastor Price would be the first one to say that God's been good to me. He'd be the first one to say that he's been a friend like no other. And he's by his grace, he's helped me, and by his mercy, he's held me up right now. Even when I didn't feel like I had strength, he reached down and he touched me and he gave me strength to carry on. You see, you should say thank God for the pastor. 24 years, this man of God took a commitment pledge to the master. He said, I'll go where you want me to go. I'll teach what you want me to teach. I will do what you tell me to do. I'll preach what you tell me to preach. I'll give what you tell me to give. You know what? That's somebody that sets example right there. That should give you pause right there to say, thank God for the pastor. Because everybody don't do that. Everybody don't set that example. It's the pastor who set the tone. He looked at it, he said that, you know, I'll do, Lord, whatever you call me to do. You see, but there's something about running a race when you're in the press and you're trying to press your way through. There's always those naysayers that say you can't. There's always those praise killers that say you can't. There's always those prayer warriors that say yes we can, but there's always somebody tugging at the back seat and saying, no, what, we can't do that. You see, the devil shows up in church house like that. He comes up in the church house to be able to bring hell in the church house to be able to do those things. But let me tell you something. I know this man of God. I've heard him preach. If he came in here with hell in you, he'll preach hell out of it. I need to let you know this morning. That ain't nothing but the truth to be able to tell that I know we can. But then to get through the press. You see, the press causes you to call on the name of Jesus. You know, when you're running a race, you need somebody sometimes to push you. If you've ever ran a rock and roll marathon here in town, when you get past 10 miles, it takes somebody to push you. And when you start off, you can't see the finish line, and 26 is in front of you. It takes somebody to push you. You see, that's what the pastor here is. You should say thank God for the pastor because he's a motivator. He's that kind of person. He's a leaning post when you in life is pressing you down. You ever tried to call somebody and talk to them about your problems, and when you get off the phone, you feel worse than you did when you called them? I'm going to ask you a fundamental question. You ever felt that way when you talk to someone? You felt just as bad as when you got off the phone? But you know the pastor's a leaning post when the trouble comes. He's the one that steps in. He's a motivator. He's a listening ear when don't nobody else want to hear what you're talking about. You call people's house and you get the answering service. They put call ID on the phone. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to her. I may not answer the phone. I don't know what they calling me to tell me. But you know the pastor don't have that. He have a direct line with the Lord, and no matter what it is, the Lord said you got to answer encouragement. Even in the community, I know in CCSA, we've seen it. I've seen some of the work he's done. St. John, it's a blessing to have somebody to reach out and not only work here, but say, I'll give a little bit more to everybody else so someone else can be blessed.
Amen.
You say, I'm going through something, but the pastor always tell you, no, you're not going through, you're coming out. You see, that's what a motivator tells you. He's a psychologist. Sometimes you have to reach deep into people's mind to understand what they're going through. And it's not just the young people, but the elder people at the same time. You have to reach into people's mind and find out what they're going through. When you say that you're sick, he said you can pass through this if you just reach out and get the touch of the master. You can be healed and you can come out of it this way. You see, he's an encourager when you're down and life has got you down. Every now and then you need somebody to encourage you. Every now and then you get tired of hearing bad news. Every now and then you get tired of hearing problems. Every now and then you wonder, Lord, is this the best it's going to get? Every now and then you look around and say, Lord, can't nobody get me from here. Every now and then you look around and say, Lord, this can't be the end. But you know what? When it comes to the pastor, who is it that goes to the pastor and encourage him? I don't know about Pastor Price, but I don't worry about people encouraging me no more. I'm like David, every now and then, I got to just encourage myself. I don't have to worry about it. I'm encouraging me. Every now and then, I know where my encouragement comes from. It don't stop here with man. It starts up here, and it goes down here, and when it hits me right there, don't worry about my praise. Just hold on. Just a little while longer. Just hold on just a little while longer. Amen. See, the pastor's always talking about God. But church, shouldn't that be a reason for you to say thank God for the pastor? Thank God for the pastor. Amen. See, Paul said very clearly, how can they hear without a preacher? That's right. How can they hear without a preacher? You see, we get the process mixed up. We don't understand that you don't realize that God had prepared this man of God before he was born. God looked over New Orleans and said, I see the man of God that I'm going to call right now. I see him already. I'm forming him before he formed in the womb, before mom and daddy got ready to be in heaven, and he come into the world. God had already had that thought. He'd already had that conversation. I'm going to bring him up, and I'm going to do this right here and make him the man of God that I can use right here. You see, contrary to what you think, the pastor is not just a man just like you. Amen. See, we look at it like that and we think that it's his anointing that comes on him right there. He's God's messenger. He's God's messenger from on high. Everybody don't get that. That's why when the pastor tells you that God has told you to do this, don't get in an argument and a fight with him. What you ought to say is, Pastor, explain it to us. Let us see what it is. And God will bless all of us for what he brings down from above. You got to understand. The Bible said that angels are messengers that come from God. Yes. Your pastor is a messenger, and God has sent him to St. John. Therefore, he is the angel of this church. Yes. You see, that's just a little theology for people to understand right there. He represents God here on earth, and he represents God's kingdom right here. Right. See, Paul makes the point very clear. He says, without a preacher, the church of the saints can't hear the word of the Lord. Can't hear without a preacher. Then he writes, except they be sent. Except they be sent. Except they be sent to this place. In other words, contrary to popular belief, you don't choose your pastor. That's right. Your pastor is sent to you by God. How can you say that, Pastor? We know that the pastor is here. Well, let me tell you what the Lord told Jeremiah. He said, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before they came forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. And I ordained thee a prophet to the nations. That's a reason for you to say, thank God for the pastor right there. Because it's easy to get the wrong one in here now. It's easy when the hard times are really easy. When you're going through that honeymoon period. But when you cross the 24-year mark, like you're still waving your hands and say, thank God for the pastor. Or you say, I don't know, God. I think you made a mistake. God don't make mistakes. I'm trying to tell you. Pastor Price, you were prepared for a time such as this. Amen. He says he gives you pastors to shepherd over the church as a given gift. It also affirms the role that the pastor is ordained not by man, but by God to fulfill the great commission of the pastor, shepherd, servant leadership. God has done it from the beginning of time. He's looked at it that way and said, I know who I need to put in this position. When he needed a servant leader, he called Moses. When he needed a Jerusalem wall rebuilt, he called a servant leader named Dewayne. When he wanted the people to experience a golden era, he used a servant leader named David. When he wanted to build a temple, he used a servant leader named Solomon. When he needed a faithful prophet, he used a servant leader named Isaiah. When he needed a fearless church planter, he used a servant leader named Paul. Throughout history, whenever God needed somebody to initiate, to organize, to carry out important projects in the church, he called on people like Pastor Herman Price Jr. But they could come and they could do the work of the Lord. And that's reason for you to shout, thank God for the pastor right there. Amen. 24 years. 8,766.
All right now.
You see, there was a need for a pastor at this church, at this place. The Holy Spirit said, God, the servant, I got him in the training camp. He's been here and stuff on the Potter's house, now Jim. He's getting ready. I think he's ready on that, Lord. I think he's getting ready on that. Pastor Price, the training coach, the Holy Spirit qualified his preparation. And he said, God knew 24 years ago that you, my brother, you, my friend, were the right man at the right place at the right time to be the gift of God to St. John Baptist Church. You see, you should thank God for that because God prepared him. The runner is ready, the Holy Spirit say. The tool is sharpened. The mind is focused now. The heart is ready to run this lifelong race.
Amen. Yes.
God say, tell him to preach my word.
Amen.
Tell them to preach the word.
Amen.
Look right in their faces and tell them to preach the word and tell him, regardless of what they say, I will be with him until the end of the age.
Amen.
Yeah.
You see, the pastor, thank God for the pastor. He prays for you when you don't feel like praying for yourself. You see, he fasts for you when you seek God for you when you sleep. Thank God for the pastor. Thank God for his word. You see, in 1 Kings 17 and 13, it said that Elijah was sent to a widow woman who was in need, and she needed a word from the Lord. Is there anybody in here that ever needed to hear a word? Everybody ever needed to hear a word from the Lord? Everybody ever needed to hear from the Lord? But the Lord said, yeah, she was down to her last and she couldn't find a way out. But I heard the pastor, the preacher say, there's a word from the Lord say, feed you the man of God. Feed him first. Feed him and watch what God's going to do. You ought to thank God for the pastor because you know what that shows me? He's got a direct line to the one that owns everything. The Lord said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. If the pastor can draw on that bank, what else do you need? That's a bank that will never be overdrawn and never be overdrafted. You ain't got to worry about the funds running out. You see, don't worry about it. You say, fill that barrel of meal, shall not come away. That cruise of oil, it won't fail. Trust in the Lord. Trust in the Lord. He'll make a way for you out of nowhere. You see, you don't understand. Anybody ever had to wait on the Lord? You ever had to wait on the Lord? Lord said something, you know, we forget or realize that the answer of prayer is yes, no, or wait. Sometimes it's good that the Lord doesn't give us what we ask for. Help me somebody. If you look back over your life and some of the things that you asked the Lord for, I don't know if I'm the only one here that can testify and say, Lord, I'm glad that you had me in your best interest and didn't give me that I asked for because I would be asking you to take it back right now. And so, see, that's the thing we have to realize. Lord. And maybe you find yourself like Hezekiah. I turned my face to the wall, Pastor Price, asking the Lord, what have I done, Lord, to be in the midst of all this trouble? But then comes the word from the Lord. The Lord sends the man of God to see you. And let you know what's going on for 24 years. 24 years, church. 24 years. This man of God preached the word with power and authority. Somebody, anybody, I would say thank God for the pastor. You see, God uses the ordinary to do the things that you think is not right and that can't be done. You don't believe it? Let me give you a rundown and stuff starting here. When he was ready to start the human race, he used a man named Adam. When he got ready to move his people and stuff and give them traveling grace, he called on a man named Abraham. When he wanted to show his mercy and deliver his people, he called on a man named Moses. When he wanted to turn a boy into a king, he called on a man named David. When he wanted a preacher, he called on a man named Solomon. When he needed somebody to weep up for him and to show that in the preacher's name, he called on a man named Jeremiah. When he wanted to save his people, he sent the rose of Sharon. When he wanted to save his people, he sent the lily of the valley. He sent his son Jesus, the rock in the river land, the rock on the total water, the chief shepherd. I'm talking about the first and the last. You ought to say, thank God for the pastor this morning. 24 years when we got ready for people to lead the people here at St. John Baptist Church. He called a man named Herman Price Jr. and he appointed him to feed his people and understand the knowledge of the word. Somebody ought to scream, thank God for the pastor. Tell you what God is doing, what God told me to come by here and tell you. You need to thank God for the pastor. My brother, my friend, remember when God called you for such a time as this, 24 years later, I think he can still testify and say, Lord, I'm not tired yet. I can still run. I can still run. If you need me to run, I can still do it. Lord, and tell him, if you think the past 24 years was good, well done, my good and faithful servant. Just wait till you see what I got coming now. You see what faithfulness do you and what the pastor do for you when you got the pastor on your side and in the house. You see, you get burdened down with so many things, but if you just keep your eyes on Jesus, that bridge that goes on the troubled water, if you keep your eyes on Jesus, that bread in a starving land, if you keep your eyes on Jesus, the good shepherd who seeks to save the lost, if you keep your eyes on Jesus, our wonderful, our counselor, our mighty God, if you keep your eyes on the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace, the Lily of the Valley, the Rose of Sharon, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, my all in all, the Prince of Peace. Who wouldn't say, God, thank you for the pastor this morning, because he's given us all those things. But Jesus Christ, who is the author and the finisher of our faith, wants you to know, Pastor Price, that he's well pleased. He wants you to know, St. John, that he's well pleased with your service. You know, you have to keep on moving and uplift this man of God. Because he gets a little tired sometimes. Gets a little weary sometimes. Gets a little lonely sometimes. My grandmama used to say the best thing about beating your head up against a wall is when you stop. If you understand that, if you can understand that. But you know, I know he'll also understand too, Pastor Price. Keep running the race no matter if you got to strain every nerve in your body. Keep running the race if you got to use every ounce of your strength. Keep running the race if you got to run because you can see Jesus at the finish line. Keep running because one day when this old dusty race is over, when this old dusty race is all finished,